Gut health has become one of the most confusing topics on the internet. One day you're told to eat more fiber, the next you're warned that fiber is secretly plotting against you. Some people swear fruit is poison, others say fruit is the only thing humans should eat. It's no wonder most people feel lost. So let's simplify everything. No fear-based rules, no trends, no extremes. Just a clear, complete explanation of how your gut works and what actually supports it. Most people picture the stomach when they hear gut, but the gut is much more than that. It's an entire system, a long, interconnected pathway that starts in your mouth and ends at your bottom. Its core responsibilities are straightforward: break down food, absorb nutrients, and move waste out. But beneath that simple job description is a complex ecosystem. Your gut houses trillions of microorganisms, bacteria, fungi, and viruses, collectively known as the gut microbiome. Think of it as a bustling community where each species plays a role. Some microbes help you digest food, some support immunity, some influence mood, and some, well, they're not particularly helpful. A healthy gut isn't about having perfect bacteria. It's about diversity and balance. A wide range of microbes that coexist without one group taking over. Why gut health matters more than you think. Your gut isn't just a digestive organ. It's deeply connected to the rest of your body in ways most people never realize. 1. The gut-brain connection. Your gut and brain are constantly communicating through a network of nerves, hormones, and chemical messengers. This is known as the gut-brain axis. When your gut is irritated or inflamed, your brain feels it, sometimes as anxiety, irritability, low mood, or cravings that feel impossible to control. 2. The immune system lives here. Around 70% of your immune system is located in the gut. It's your body's first line of defense, constantly monitoring what comes in. When the gut lining becomes irritated or compromised, your immune system reacts, often with inflammation, sensitivities, or flare-ups that seem to appear out of nowhere. 3. Your skin reflects your gut. Skin issues like breakouts, redness, or irritation often trace back to gut imbalance. When the gut is calm, the skin often follows. Gut health isn't just about digestion. It's about how your entire body functions. The most common gut mistake: eating the same foods every day. A lot of people eat the same 8 to 10 foods on repeat. It feels clean and controlled, but it slowly reduces microbial diversity. Different microbes thrive on different types of fiber. When your diet lacks variety, certain microbes never get the nutrients they need. Over time, they shrink in number, and your gut becomes less resilient. This is where prebiotics come in, fibers that feed your beneficial bacteria. When these bacteria ferment fiber, they produce short-chain fatty acids, scFAs, which strengthen the gut lining, reduce inflammation, support immune balance, fuel colon cells, influence brain function. A gut that produces plenty of scFAs is a gut that's functioning well. The ideal target for most people is around 30 different plant foods per week. Once you're feeding the microbes you already have, the next step is adding more beneficial ones. Fermented foods contain probiotics, live bacteria that help diversify your microbiome. Cultures around the world have been using fermentation for centuries. In Korea, for example, kimchi, fermented soups, and side dishes are part of everyday meals. Research comparing Korean and American diets found significantly higher microbial diversity in those eating traditional fermented foods. You don't need to overhaul your diet. A small daily serving of yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, miso, or tempeh can make a meaningful difference. The internet's fear-based food trends. Every few weeks, a new food becomes the villain of the moment. Seeds, lectins, oxalates, gluten, dairy, fruit, nuts, grains. The list never ends. Before long, people are cutting out entire food groups because of something they saw online. Here's the reality. Most of these foods are perfectly healthy for the majority of people. Yes, some individuals have genuine intolerances or medical conditions that require avoiding certain foods. But most people eliminate foods because of fear, not symptoms. The same pattern shows up with extreme diets. Keto, carnivore, OMAD, fruit-only diets, and more. The issue isn't trying them. It's staying in an extreme, long enough to starve your microbiome and drastically reduce your fiber intake. Before removing a food or following a strict protocol, ask yourself, do I personally feel worse when I eat this? Has a real test confirmed an intolerance? Can I maintain this long-term without harming my gut diversity? If the answers make sense, proceed. If not, you may be restricting unnecessarily. Your gut evolved in a world full of natural microbes, soil, plants, animals, fresh foods, and outdoor environments. But modern life looks nothing like that. 1. Ultra-processed foods. Ultra-processed foods aren't just low in fiber. They're engineered. Many contain emulsifiers, gums, stabilizers, and artificial sweeteners that your gut doesn't recognize as food. Research shows these additives can thin the protective mucus layer in your gut, the layer your beneficial bacteria rely on. When that barrier weakens, helpful bacteria decline, inflammatory bacteria increase. SCFA production drops. The gut lining becomes more vulnerable. This is how imbalance begins. 2. Antibiotics. Antibiotics save lives, but they don't discriminate. They kill harmful bacteria and beneficial bacteria at the same time. After a course of antibiotics, the microbiome tries to rebuild, but it doesn't always return to its original state. 3. Over-sanitized environments. We didn't evolve in spotless apartments. We evolved outdoors, interacting with soil, plants, animals, and natural microbes. Today, we live in hyper-sterile environments with antibacterial everything. Great for preventing illness, not great for microbial diversity. This doesn't mean you should stop washing your hands or using medicine. It simply means avoiding unnecessary overuse. What's worth cutting out completely? Not all processed foods are harmful, but ultra-processed foods with long ingredient lists full of additives are worth limiting or removing. The simple, sustainable gut health formula. Gut health doesn't require complicated protocols or extreme diets. It comes down to a few consistent habits. Eat 30 different plant foods per week. Diversity feeds diversity. Aim for 30 to 40 grams of fiber per day. Increase gradually if you're not used to it. Stay hydrated. Fiber only works when water is present. Checkmark. Include fermented foods regularly. A small daily serving is enough. Check limit ultra-processed foods with additives, especially emulsifiers and stabilizers. Avoid unnecessary food restrictions. Cutting foods without a reason shrinks your microbiome. Checkmark. Spend time outdoors. Nature exposes you to beneficial microbes. Use antibiotics only when needed and support your gut afterward. Your gut will naturally move toward balance. Just consistent habits that support the ecosystem inside you. If this helped you finally understand gut health, make sure to subscribe for more Science Explained Simply.